Well, I'm gonna try this again. Oh my goodness. Hey, it's Melissa Miller with Miller's Rustic Sawmill here in King City, Missouri, and I totally just got kicked off. I think what happened was I connected my Wi-Fi and my Pages Manager started updating. So if you're joining, find me, hop on, let me know that you're watching, and let me know that you can see and hear me okay. I'm double checking on my end, making sure if you can hear me okay, then I'll just keep going. Sorry about that. My gosh, technology is just wonderful. So if you are joining me, you see my Mahomes hat is on my head. Hey, Karen, definitely if you're joining me this morning, hop on and say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Tell me if this is your first time watching me, welcome. I don't always wear Mahomes hair. So if it's your first time watching, you're gonna probably think, what is she doing? What is she doing? You just never know on my lives what can happen, right? Hey, Nicole. I am wearing the Mahomes hat because my mom made it, number one. Number two, our Chiefs won on Sunday. What a freaking game. Oh my gosh, my anxiety was like through the roof. And wrong colors. So anyway, I am happy to be wearing it, and I will wear it again and again, especially if they take the road to the Super Bowl. So that's our plan. Or I'll be wearing a Chiefs hat. I'll be wearing Chiefs stuff on my videos for sure. But yes, my mom made this lovely crocheted hat. So you guys are always interested in the hats that she makes. And she crocheted all of these cute little curls on here. And it's all one piece, so it just sits on top of my head, and it looks a little silly, I know, but hey, I'm okay with that. I can look silly. Hey guys, yes, I see some people hopping on. Yay, hey Tracy, good to see you guys. I never know on Tuesday mornings how many people I'm gonna get at 11 o'clock. I know, I had a little bit of technical difficulty. You know, I was all set up, had everything ready to go this morning, and I last minute decided, I'll just connect to the Wi-Fi. And when I did, it started updating all this stuff, so it just instantly kicked me off. I didn't even realize what was happening. I know, Mimi, I'm hoping that they go to the Super Bowl. I don't want to jinx anything, but man, yeah, that would be incredible. Thank you, Christine. I even have my little leather arrowhead earrings on today. I've got my Mahomes sign in the background. I used my the Home Sweet Home for that one. And I used the 5-inch letters to spell out home. And then I've got the sweet, and then I used the M, and it's backwards. You can see all of my stuff is backwards, but it really is backwards, so I did it wrong. But anyway, I've got my Home Sweet Mahomes sign in the background. And thank you guys. I think my mom's also gonna join us. There she is. Hi, Mom. We were just talking about the hat. So my mom is working on some, you guys. She's so nice. That I think if you follow our page and 200 hats, she's gonna be crocheting for the rest of her life. We are gonna give some hats away on our Miller's Rustic Sawmill page. So you're gonna wanna go over and follow us on that page. If you haven't liked our Miller's Rustic Sawmill page, that's where you can, thank you, Gladys. That's where you can find out more about our business. I'm getting ready, you guys. I just kicked off a YouTube channel. I've got some other things going on. So if you are interested in our business, interested in what we're doing, we bought an old grocery store. We're putting in a maker space. We have a lot going on. So if you follow us on Miller's Rustic Sawmill, you're going to start seeing a lot more stuff in 2020 because I'm doing more. And we have more going on. So thank you for hopping on and watching me here. But we are going to give away some hats on our Miller's Rustic Sawmill page. So you can like our page and make sure you follow our page over there. And then you will see our giveaways. My mom said we could give away some hats. So we are going to do that. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, thank you. I know, she could probably do some Viking horns. She's done an Elsa hat with the hair, you know, the braid. She's pretty creative. She does, it's where I get it from. So she's good at painting. She can paint really well by hand. She does amazing stuff. And she's gonna help me out with some things that we have going on over on our business. So, we all know I am here today. She does need to share her pattern. Thank you guys. Thank you. It's pretty cute, isn't it? I put it on and I was like, well, okay, here we go. Yay, awesome. You guys love this hat. See that, Mom? Give my mom some hearts for the hat, you guys. She's good at it. She's actually making me a girly Chiefs hat that is going to be probably super cute. All of her hats are super cute. And she makes some really cute scarves. She makes some really cute stuff. So we may have some of her stuff for sale on our page too. Or you can order. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know that she could crochet 200 hats by herself, but we'll just see. My mom doesn't have a page. Mom, do you want a Facebook page? You guys, this is the second time she's even been on the videos. She just got a new phone for Christmas, and now she knows how to get on the live videos. So she's doing good. She's doing good. Yeah, she does an awesome job on the hats. Sorry, I'm drinking coffee. The sun is shining here. We had a crazy ice storm this weekend, and snow. My had the flu. Bucky is sick today, you guys. I think this is his third day in bed, which sounds about right. I was about 3 days in bed too whenever I had it. So we've just kind of been passing it around our house. And I am happy to be out of the house, getting some sunshine and fresh air. The sun has been shining a little bit today. So yes, thank you, Lord, for some sunshine and warmer weather. It is a family affair, Barb. It's always kind of been that way. My mom and I used to, we kind of did some booths a long time ago, because I can make the soldered glass pendant necklaces. I like to solder and do some of that stuff too. So we did a few little craft fairs a long time ago. So we may do some more stuff together. We're kind of working on some things. I know, hopefully Bucky gets better. I haven't heard from him all day. I thought he might be better today. Yeah, I've texted him a few times and nothing. So I think he's still in bed with the death flu. That's what I've been calling it, is the death flu. I hope you guys are all staying well. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you spread love. I have, if you didn't see it in the header of our of my title, Essential Stencil is going to be offering an extra percentage off on the stencils I'm using, plus my on top of my discount code. So you can stack those codes and you're going to be able to save. So anyway, this is last week. If you guys were on with me, thank you. Yeah, that was an intense game, Jan. I sometimes have to get up and leave the room because, man, I mean, anxiety will just hit me like that sometimes, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I know it's not me, but whoo, yeah, it gets intense. And, you know, with men in your home that are huge Chiefs fans, it can get really intense sometimes. I don't know how many times Carson was yelling at the phone. Or at the TV. Bucky was in bed, half asleep watching it, trying to stay awake. But otherwise it would have been 2 guys yelling. Yeah, he's hopefully on the mend. We're gonna see. Oh, it's not like him. It's not like either one of us to get sick, let alone be in bed. I mean, just Bucky doesn't go to bed and stay in bed for anything. You know, I mean, he is that guy. He will work and work and work every day, no matter how sick he is sometimes. But it's got him down just like it had me. So it's bad stuff. Okay, so last week, you guys, I did these adorable Valentine stencils, which those are on the site too. And you can order these and you can save 10% using my code. But I did the backs of these. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to do the other side of them today. They're just little shelf sitters is kind of what I call them. And oh, someone ordered stencils already. You guys make sure if you're ordering that you use someone's code and save some money. You definitely want to do that. Try not to forget. I know it's easy to forget, but 10% is 10%. And the ones I'm using today are these adorable, hey Joanne, Easter stencils. So it's this mini pack, and if you don't have this one, not only do you get the 6 minis, but in here is a bonus. So you get actually 7 in this pack. And some of you might not know that, or maybe you also have this. So, but if you don't, these are gonna be 20% off, and then you can also use my code until midnight tonight if you want to stack those discounts. So the Essential Stencils offering this pack, I think it's $16.97 on the website. You can shop and get these, and you can use, they will be 20% off, plus put in my code MRS2019, and you can save an additional 10%. So that's quite a savings on these, okay? So make sure if you plan to get the Easter stencils, go ahead and get those before midnight tonight. So that won't last anywhere past midnight. So, oh, you just bought those. Oh, man. You know, so I give you guys tips for stenciling and things like that, right? Here is a tip. If you're thinking of ordering something, maybe, you know, watch the lives. Make sure you're watching the ambassador. You never know what Essential Stencil is going to do. They are so awesome, and we don't always know. So I can't give you guys a heads up either. And I don't always know what I'm using in my videos until maybe the day of, sometimes the night before, usually the day of, like an hour before. But anyway, just make sure, you know, that if there's a new week of stenciling going on, tune in to our lives, because I don't always know what the other ambassadors are doing either. Like, I have no idea what Grace has planned. I don't know. But if you're considering ordering, you may wait until we do some of our lives if you can, because sometimes there may be some really good savings on those. So that is a tip from me about ordering, okay? And always look through our video and see what's going on. And, ooh, yay, Beth. You probably got a badge for that. I see your top fan badge. That's awesome. Okay, so what I have done, and I'll tilt this down in just a minute so you guys can see what I'm doing. Sometimes what I do, and this is just how I decide what paint colors I'm going to use. I've showed some of you this before. I will take and I'll paint my background, whatever color I'm painting it, and I'll lay out, if I'm using a set, like these are going to be 4. There's 4 squares here that I'm doing. And I kind of try to coordinate them so that they can be used together or they can be used separately. So what I plan to do, what I did today with these, I painted, so the other sides of these are my XOs. So then I can set those out like that anytime. These will work anytime. Hugs and kisses work anytime throughout the year, right? So that's in the Valentine's hat. These are in the mini set. So on the flip side, I'm combining the Easter set. And so I painted the background this light purple. And it's a pastel color, so I'm kind of going with a pastel. And the picture is fuzzy. Is it bad, you guys? I'm hoping my connection is all good here. I think it is, as far as I know. Oh, Tammy, your first order is getting delivered today. That's fantastic. I may be having some technical difficulties. Maybe I'm getting frozen. I don't know, you guys. I hope not. Technology is just a pain in the butt sometimes, and I'm so sorry. Is it bad? My videos, is the quality bad? It's pretty fuzzy? Huh. Well, I wonder, you guys, here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to switch over to my internet connection and see if that changes anything. So let me see if something happens. Really fuzzy. Everyone's saying it's really fuzzy. So if you lose me, please join me. I want to try to fix it for you. So I don't want it to be bad. I don't want it to be a bad. Okay, everyone's saying fuzzy, so it's got to be on my end. Oh man. Okay, you guys, hold on. Because I'm going to try to switch to my Wi-Fi and see if it makes a difference, okay? Okay, hold on. Connie, I bet not. Let's see what happens here. My mouth doesn't match my words. Okay, I switched to my Wi-Fi. We're gonna see what happens. You guys, Facebook has been doing some seriously weird things to a lot of videos and things that I've been dealing with. Better now, just a little fuzzy. Shoot. Okay, I'm so sorry. We'll see if it's better. I just connected to my Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna see if that connection might be better. We will try it and see what happens. It can't be, excuse me. Hopefully it can't be worse. Okay, Beth says it's better. Okay, all right. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do, and we're gonna roll with it. I'm glad it's better. I'm gonna use this purple. I've got purple on this background that I have painted, okay? It looks like a bad Bruce Lee movie. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Okay, okay. Yeah, we've all been kind of having issues. Thank you guys for being so gracious and bearing with us through it. We don't really have any control over some of those issues sometimes, and it stinks. So thank you, Stephanie. There's my mom's hat she made. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be stenciling first. Thank you for sharing. And I am going to be using, I'm going to show you the colors I'm going to be using. So I've got 2 purple boards that I painted purple. The backs of these were white. So I painted them both the same color on this side, okay? So I've got 2 purple boards here, my squares. And I'm going to, so this side, you guys, was pink. So these were my Valentine's shelf sitters. If you watched my live last week, I did these. And I'm doing the reverse side because you guys all know, like, I love reversible stuff. So, so the back side of these, yeah, those are the Valentine stencils, Brittany. They are super cute, and you could use these for weddings. You know, you could use all you need is love. These are good for weddings, showers, bridal showers, things like that, gifts. So the back side I painted in a cream color. Hey, Linda. I did not use white. I used cream. So it's actually Anita's acrylic that I painted the background. I did this, and then my other color is called Lilac Mist. So these are my background colors today that I'm using. I did this cream because I thought sometimes white can just be a little bit harsh. So I softened it up with my pastels for the spring stencils that I'm using today, for the Easter ones. And then, you guys, what I do a lot of times, I take my lids and I take my blank square, and I'm gonna show you what I do. And I just kind of, I take my lids, I shake them up. This is how I decide what colors I'm using. And it's kind of crazy to some people, but I take the lids off and I set them on my boards like this on my backgrounds. And I kind of just look at them and see if they're kind of in the same tones, if that's what I'm going for, or if I need some contrast. But I always kind of set my lids down and I just kind of look at them. If I'm not sure, I might come back to them. Different things like that. So that's how I sometimes decide. Or sometimes, I think I showed you guys last week, I'll just take a little bit of paint, especially if I'm using a white background, and I'll lay some paint just here in some strips, different colors on my paper plate, and I'll just look at it. And then I will decide from there what I think I want to use. So I kind of, you know, usually I've gotten to where I've gotten better at being able just to kind of pick those colors out from the lids. But sometimes it is helpful to just kind of think it through and think, you know, and I do try to use some different color combinations just so that if you're wanting to do something different, you know, maybe that might help you. So if you're just tuning in, I see more people are joining. So yes, this is my Mahomes hat that my mom made, and I'm wearing it because our Chiefs won. And I had said that I would wear it if our Chiefs won. So yes, I was excited to wear it. Yeah, and I don't, sometimes I don't overuse my colors, especially if I'm going to be setting, like if you were to set these all out together or use them out together, they would still coordinate. Hi, Donna. So you'll see that I'm going to use each color, I think, in about every one or every other one. So they're all going to coordinate together. So the colors I'm using on these today, oh my goodness, is my Minted Aqua. This is one of my favorite colors. It can, in my mind, it just kind of pops. This is a very, very pretty color. And it's called Minted Aqua. And I'm going to be using that one. I'm going to be using this light coral. And I'm going to be using this Coral Cove, is what this one is. Renee, you will use my link to order stencils, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. If you want to wait till the video's over, you can go and you can definitely, you have until midnight tonight to save an extra 20% plus my code on these stencils. So the Easter stencils I'm using today, you'll be able to order until midnight tonight. Hi, Joanne. And save an extra 20% plus my code on those stencils tonight until midnight. So I have the link in the video, in the header of my video. And anytime that you want to order through my link, you can use my link or you can use my code MRS2019. So anyway, like I said, we never know for sure what Essential Stencil is going to do. So you sometimes just want to watch our videos for sure to see if maybe you've got something in mind that you're thinking of ordering. Maybe one of us will happen to use it. Maybe there'll be a bonus discount like today. And I think Amanda had a bonus discount on her stencils last night. She used the Scrabble letters. So anyway, that is pretty cool. Essential Stencil is so awesome to do stuff like that. So you never know, and we don't always know until maybe the night before or the day of. So yeah, Susan, you can stack those. So the Easter stencils, if you order until midnight, if you order the little 6-pack, and that 6-pack is actually a 7-pack because it has this little bonus stencil in it. So you get 7 little minis that are 6x6s in this pack, and it's 20% off, and then put my code in and you'll save an additional 10%. Okay, so I'm going to get started stenciling because we all know I like to talk. So I'm going to also incorporate my cream and my lilac color, my background colors. I'm going to use these as well. So here's what I'm going to start with. On my purple, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do my bunny in the cream. And I'm going to do the word hop in this light coral is what I'm using. So that's what that's going to start with. And I'm going to try to set this up here. I'm going to stack it up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm working on getting, I'm going to tilt my camera down. Nope, the Valentine stencil package is not. It's just the Easter one, okay? So if you're gonna order the Easter pack, you can order that one and save an additional, but you can save the 10%. It'll take the 10% off of at the end on both of those. So anytime you order anything at Essential Stencil, you can order and use my link and save 10%. So you can save 10% on those Valentine stencils, just not the additional 20. Does that make sense? I hope. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of stack these up here. So I'm gonna get an angle so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm working on getting a little easel built of some sort so I can have a little better angle whenever I'm stenciling for you guys. So I'm not gonna put out very much paint. I know. And for those of you who are new to stenciling, I recommend just putting out a teeny tiny bit of paint. That way you don't get too much paint on whatever it is that you're using to put your paint on. So for my bunny, I'm gonna use the makeup wedge, and I'm using the bottom part. This is the part that you wanna make sure that you're using, not the sides. So you're gonna use the end, okay? And so I'm gonna dip into my paint, and I'm gonna get a little bit of paint on my makeup wedge, and I'm gonna offload it because you don't want very much paint on here. And offloading means you're taking the paint off of the makeup wedge. So then I'm gonna go to my bunny, and I'm just gonna pounce him up and down. I still have a cold, you guys. Ugh, I think it's everywhere. Yeah, thank you. You love using the makeup wedges, is that what you love? Okay. It's so weird being here by myself. Yes, offload. There it is, you guys. I said it, totally said it. I don't think I could go through a video without saying the word offload. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, there are some super cute Valentine stencils, you guys. Oh my goodness, I just saw them. I cannot wait. And the truck, there's a truck. So you guys, that is one that always seems to go super fast. So if you haven't ordered any of the Valentine stencils or did not know that Essential Stencil had put some on, make sure that you check out those new stencils, and you can use my code and save 10% on those. Jan, I do like the makeup wedge. I like it a lot for the smaller stencils. Now sometimes with the letters and stuff, depending on these mini stencils, sometimes the little brushes work better, and so I just kind of play with it. But I love the makeup wedges for some of these smaller stencils. I also love the makeup wedges for teaching people how to stencil. I think it's pretty helpful to teach them this way rather than sometimes maybe with a brush. I think whenever I have a class that's going to be using stencils, this is what I do. I set out a practice board with some stencils, like one of my vertical stencils. And I lay out the brushes, I lay out the makeup wedges, and I lay out the roller. And I let them all try and practice before they ever go to their own spots at my classes and my workshops. So it's just a good way for them to get comfortable, for them to check out the paint load. I just kind of leave them, and I give them 15 minutes or so that they just kind of get comfortable and talk and try stuff out themselves. And I come back and look and kind of oversee. Joyce, I love the roller for my vertical stencils. I am hands down a roller girl for the vertical porch board signs. I do like those. So I'm going back over this right now. But if you're doing any paint parties or you're thinking of doing some paint parties, put out a practice board and let your people gather around, or put out a couple of them depending on how many people you have. Let them gather around a table and practice all, like the makeup wedges, the brushes, and the roller, and then they can see what they like. Okay, so this is the other tip with the makeup wedges. You guys all have seen me maybe, and if you're new, this is why I say this. So you can totally just cut the end of this off and you've got a clean slate. So if you're using several colors, I like to use this too. Joanne, I've gotten them at Hobby Lobby and I've gotten them at Lowe's. This is one of them I just happen to have laying here, and it's just a heavy dense, it's a dense roller, and it takes a little practice. Every technique that you guys do is gonna take practice. So I don't want anybody to think that there's this magic stenciling tool that's gonna not give you any errors or bleeding or things like that. But this, you just have to kind of practice it. And there are different rollers. I have a black spongy roller that's maybe not quite as dense as this. So this is also, you know, something that is good for your paint classes. If you're doing any vertical porch board signs, this will speed up your time on your classes 9 times out of 10, I have found. So that is a good tip. Or if you're making some, you know, signs to sell and you've got to make like 25 before the weekend, get out your paint and find a roller and practice it and try it out, because I think you will find if you're trying to produce quite a few, hi Angela, that's gonna, and you guys know I don't tell you to hurry ever. Sorry, there it is again, Joanne. I don't ever tell you to hurry. So I still am not telling you to hurry using this. I'm telling you, you're still gonna have to offload. You're gonna have to find the right amount of pressure on the roller. It's gonna take practice. But once you get it down and once you find a roller that you like and that you're comfortable with, Christine, you just have to offload this just the same way you would if you were putting paint on your walls. You don't want it dripping. You don't want a ton of paint on there. You roll it off on your plate or on a practice piece of paper, something else, until you just don't have a lot of paint on there. So, hey Lisa, check it out. Somebody asked me to do a roller demonstration, so I'm going to do that. I'll try to do that on my next live. I wanted to finish these today, and I wanted to show you guys how these are cute and how they're gonna all work together and how they could be separated and vice versa. So they're all reversible. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So they look much smaller. Yes, and you know what, Joanne, I've gotten some bigger ones that I did not care for. This one, I don't know. It's probably, I'll just measure it for you. It's like I would say like the 2-inch, maybe 2.5-inch roller. And I think I got this one at Lowe's. I think I got another package at Hobby Lobby that was maybe a little bit longer. So you can tell it's just dense. It's a denser, it's not fluffy or anything like that. It's just pretty squishy. So you still have to offload it. That's right. Thank you, Natalie. Okay, so you guys can see I hardly used any paint. I put out a tiny little dot. If you put out a tiny little dot of paint, your odds of using too much paint are gonna be slim to none. So that is I think that's a basic step, and that's a really basic tip. So, you know, a lot of times whenever I know I'm guilty, I'm sure everyone on here's done it. Whenever you go to put out paint, you put out a ton. And if you only put out, you know, just a little bit, especially on these little stencils, you're not using very much paint at all. So there is my color I'm going to use for the word hop. Okay. And it is light coral and it is Anita's. So that is that. Jan, it is a dense roller. And I think, you know, I haven't looked at rollers. I need to get some more. Yeah, check out Hobby Lobby and check out Lowe's. I think the last time I think I looked in our Lowe's, I did not see this one in there again. And I wanted more of this one because I did like this one. But I didn't see it. So I don't know if it's something that I just need to check back because I haven't been back. Aw, Sandy, that's so sweet. Okay, so I'm just going to go over my letters. I don't have very much paint again, and I'm just holding this as I go. You guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just pushing down on the very end of my makeup wedge. And whenever I come back to pick up paint, for those of you that are new, pick up, instead of going back to this little puddle, pick up your paint out here. You're gonna get paint on there, I promise. How many of you have stenciled and after like you look at it, you think, oh, I don't hardly have any paint on there. It is more like a sponge roller, Sherry. How many times do you look at your board and you think, man, that's not gonna show up? And then you pick it up and you unveil it and you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that looks amazing. So, you know, you can always do a little peek check. You can lift up one of the ends and you can peek at it and see if it's dark enough for you, if you need to give it another coat. Just check it out and see if you like it. And then just lay your stencil back down. And if you want to do some more stenciling, you go right back over it. Marcia, I'll tell you, I chose purple. I'm going to show you why I did this in a little bit, because I'm actually intermixing all of my colors on some of the boards so that they all coordinate. So I picked 4 pastel colors, and the ones with the words, like the carrot and stuff like that, I mean, I've got a white background, so I thought I could use some pastels and be fun with that. So, anyway, that is, I mean, white or cream. I've got this cream color, and if you don't have a cream that is not real yellowy, I would tell you to make sure that you invest in maybe a bottle of this cream. It's a very soft white, and that's what I've done on the other backgrounds that I have. And so it's not so harsh, and I think for spring, especially if you're using pastels, I think it looks really pretty. Okay. So that's what I did here. I used the cream on my bunny and I used the coral on here. So we're gonna just pull it off and we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see how it looks. I just used painter tape so you can see how cute that is. Just so simple, right? Easy, simple. That one's, okay, so that one's done. And on the back side, I've got my XO, right? Okay, or XO, however you wanna do it. I'm going to show it to you because it's backwards on my end. But, so I've got this, and it's the coral and the cream bunny on the very lavender background. So I'm going to take that same, I'm going to set that off to the side for just a little bit and let it finish drying. I don't have hardly any paint on there, so dry time is very minimal. Right? I mean, if you aren't using very much paint, usually you can find that your paint is, you're able to touch it and it's dry. A lot of people worry about that, but if you are using about the right amount of paint, you're going to notice, but about by the time you get done stenciling, if you're using acrylics, 9 times out of 10, it's dry. So your dry time is very minimal. Okay, so since I've got my coral out, I'm also going to use a darker coral. So I'm going to put a little bit of that out, and we're going to do this bloom, and this is on a cream background. So there again is my cream showing up, and I'm going to use, you just ordered, Darla. Hopefully you'll get the 20% off of these, and then you use my code. You should have got an extra 10, so yay. I'm going to paint the sides, and I will tell you, you know, I wait usually until I'm done because I have to think about that. And I was actually thinking about that today. I was looking through my ribbon because I may just take some ribbon and I may hot glue some ribbon along the tops that would coordinate with both sides. So I was gonna look through my ribbon and see what I wanted to do, but usually I wait. If I've got sides that I've kind of got to figure out for reversible signs, I finish them, and then I kind of look at them, and I have to think about it, and then I'll go back and paint my sides. So my code is MRS2019. And Mimi, yeah, this is pretty firm. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to hold this up here. I know I'm at a weird angle, but it's a pretty firm foam roller. I'll try to find out which one it is. The next time I go and get some, I will show you guys the brand and everything. Okay, so Janice, the brushes from Essential Stencil are amazing. They're not back in stock yet, but they are great. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this, and this is called Coral Cove. And again, look at that tiny little dot of paint I put on there, you guys. Tiny, right? Hey Becky, I'm glad you finally caught me. I'm hitting close to lunchtime for some of you maybe. Okay, so for this, I'm also going to use a little bit of green for my leaves, but my green that I'm using is this color called Minted Aqua. And it's kind of an aqua green. I think it's just very pastel. It could go more on the lines of like a seafoam green or something like that. Thank you, Sherry. But I just really liked it because it's just different. And I think it kind of goes as far as color combinations. It's going to be nice and light on that cream background. So that's what I'm doing. You know, the other part of me was like, oh, maybe I'll just go bold, because bold spring is really cute too. So you could do a bold set of these. That would be really cute too. Angela, you will love the brushes. They will be back in stock. I'm not sure when, but keep checking. You can get on an email list to be notified, and they can let you know. Sherry. Sherry says she's broke from ordering so many stencils. Okay, so I'm also going to tie in my purple on this board. So this is where I am taking a little bit more time on my stencil. And in your packaging, you guys, this is a tip I show you sometimes. This awesome black piece of packaging cardboard, it's pretty thick, comes in your packaging. And so I'm going to use it to cover up things that I don't want to get green paint on. This aqua colored paint that I'm getting ready to use, I'm gonna go ahead and do my stems. So I'm covering up the flowers, and then I can just not have to worry about them. You could tape them off, but I wanted to show you another way that you can use your packaging. It's totally serving dual purpose in my shop. So I don't have to tape it off. I don't have to mess with that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go stencil this, these little stems. And we're going to see how they look. I think they're going to look really pretty. I think they're going to look very light and airy, which is kind of what I was going for. Thank you, Deborah. We try to make it easier. If you guys are just joining, you're going to notice maybe I added an additional couple lines on my my video header today, and you guys can get 20% off of these Easter stencils until midnight tonight. Plus, you get to also use my code MRS2019. So if you don't have the Easter set, or if you need an extra set because maybe you want to do some classes or parties, so maybe you need multiples, today until midnight, you can save that extra 20%. So you love the hair my hat. Barbara, it is a Mahomes hat. So if you guys are not football fans, or you do not watch football, or you don't watch the Chiefs, some people might not know who Patrick Mahomes is. He's the quarterback for the Chiefs. No, Connie, these are solid. These are boards that we run a sawmill business, of course, and so they are boards from our sawmill business. I'm just doing this upside down for y'all is a little harder sometimes. Tina, we are in King City, Missouri. So my mom made my hat, and she makes a lot of my hats. So if you guys don't follow our sawmill page, you can totally follow us at Miller's Rustic Sawmill, and make sure you like and follow us. We are going to give away some of my mom's hats on our Facebook page. And I don't know when exactly, and I don't know how, But I will be sure to let you guys know. But if you go and follow, or you go and like and follow our Miller's Rustic Sawmill page, you will see the details whenever we get ready to do that. She's making some. So how exciting is that? Yeah, my hat is all crocheted. And I had said last week on my live that if the Chiefs won, I would wear it. So here I am. I don't frame my boards. I do have some framed boards in here, but I personally, most of the time, do not frame my boards. Not for any specific reason. It's just because I have a lot of, I have an unlimited supply sometimes to the boards that I want, and we are so busy that if I wanted frames on my boards, it would be me. It would be me cutting the wood and doing it, and I could do it. So I do go to the mill. I do run some of the tools. I run the chop saw. I plane my boards. I do a lot of that stuff. Once we get the maker space set up that we're working on, I'll have access to a lot of different tools. So I'll be able to show you guys more videos on our page and my YouTube channel I just started, which I'm excited about. So if you are on YouTube, I am at Melissa Miller, the Sawmill Girl is my YouTube channel. So I plan to show our goofy guys on there, not just my husband, because I think in order to work at our sawmill, you got to have a personality that goes with the flow and is pretty funny and entertaining. Carson is there, my son. Our son works there. And so that's going to be fun. So if you are a YouTuber, you can totally start tuning into my YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Melissa Miller, the Sawmill Girl. And if you find me there, I just know it's a work in progress. I'm not a YouTuber. I just started it and I'm going for it, and it'll be a fun place that we can do some different videos from our sawmill business. So, okay, so I'm using now my coral, and I've already got a makeup wedge, so I don't have to get another one. So I'm using the very light one. Oh, Lisa, that's awesome. Well, there's a lot of things, that I actually do plan to show on there, and there are some builds I want to do. So I do want to show more of, like, I could build the frames for some of our signs. So eventually you will see some of that on that YouTube channel. You will see some builds going on. You will see some different things being made and different tips for stuff like that. That's more on that side. Carson is 22. I had to stop and think for a second. Okay, so now I am going to use this darker coral for my word bloom. Oh, yay, Sherry, fantastic. Well, I have been busy learning to download and upload videos to YouTube. So if you follow me on there, you are going to see it's going to be a work in progress, and thank you for subscribing. That's fantastic. But right now I just have mostly videos from here, from Essential Stencil on there. So my YouTube name is Melissa Miller, the Sawmill Girl, and I'm excited about that. YouTube is just a different format and a different, I think it's gonna open it up some stuff for our guys to be on, some videos and some fun. You think these videos are entertaining? Oh my gosh, you guys just wait. Our YouTube channel is gonna probably, I don't even know. I'm scared. That's the deal. I'm scared. It'll be good. It'll be good. It will be comical. I can assure you of that. So if you want to learn something with a laugh at the same time, it's good stuff. We like that stuff. Yes, he's 22. He is. He'll be 23 this year. And he does work at the sawmill, and we are working on he's working on our maker space actually today at the grocery store. So I haven't showed that for a while either. I may go show some progress, because The grocery store we're turning into a makerspace, we've found so many cool things, you guys. I mean, he and I actually literally, because everyone else at the mill has been sick, Carson got his all over with. So it was just Carson and I yesterday, and we went to the grocery store, dug through the basement, and this grocery store is so old. And we found some really cool things to use. I've used them in my shop for shelving, for storage of our slab pieces and things like that. So, and he's up there ripping stuff off the walls today, and we have found some really cool stuff underneath some of what we've ripped off. So, it's just really neat. It's been fun. It's a fun process, and it's a lot of work, but we're getting there. So, I know, Christine, I'm going to show that on our page and probably on our YouTube channel. So, that's the kind of things that I plan to start doing, is showing more. I've got a lot of people asking me about our makerspace stuff. And so that's kind of why I started that YouTube channel. Yay. Okay, so I'm going back and I'm using this, and I'm going to make my center flower. I'm going to make it purple. So I'm using the lavender background that I used for my bunny, for my other signs. This is my background, another one of my background colors. So you can see how I'm kind of mixing. I'm using those colors kind of all on my boards. Oh man, yeah, we found some really cool writing where people had signed their names, and we can't quite make out what they all say yet, but some of them we know are really old, and we found this, we uncovered this beautiful brick. Bucky wasn't even going to tell me about it. He just was going to show me, but he ended up showing me a picture of it because he couldn't help it. So he uncovered some very, very cool brick in the shop that was just covered up by some paneling. So I do need a little bit more purple. Hey Peggy, glad you caught me. There's Carson, right there. I could have Carson come say hi since Bucky's not here. Carson, do you like my hat? You mean my hat? Good morning, Sherry. I asked Carson to come in because Daisy's in here, so I was afraid that I would have to let Daisy out during my video. Thankfully, she's just been sleeping. Okay. Yeah, thank you. It is actually Carson's hat. He just reminded me. He's like, you mean my hat? So, Carson and my nephews both got these hats for Christmas, and it was pretty cute. Last year, wasn't it, Carson?
It was for my birthday.
Oh, it was for your birthday. It was for his birthday. Oops. Hey, Stacy, thank you for subscribing. Make sure you guys also follow our Facebook page at Miller's Rustic Sawmill, because that's where we're going to give away some of our hats that my mom makes. So I will be doing that. The grocery store is from your childhood. Carson is my son, and he works at the mill. Okay, so I did 3 different colors. I did the light coral, the dark coral. This is my purple background, and then I did that mint aqua. Oh, Tammy, you caught me. Is there another way you can find about the lives? If you follow, you might just set a reminder in your phone. I go live every Tuesday, and if I'm live at 11 o'clock today, I'll be live at 8 o'clock the next week. So I bounce around. Okay, so that is how that turned out. Carson, they want you to come say hi. So you can see this might be, it looks really, really light on the camera maybe. And it is pretty light. But it's cute. I think I could darken this up a little bit. So I might decide to do that. I think I might need a little bit darker color. But you guys like that. Okay, because it is darker here in my world, but on camera, I don't know if it looks darker or not. but it turned out super cute, right? So I've got that minted aqua. It's just down along the bottom, and I do have a little bit darker color of that, so I may go over the top of it just to darken it a little bit. But Carson, you want to come say hi?
Not really.
There's Carson. Say hi. He's all shy. Oh, that's hilarious. He's like, not really, but hi. You did it. You can do a better hi than that.
I don't know if I can.
It is kind of light, Joyce. And so to fix that, let me just show you. Because I agree. I think it should be a little bit darker. I'm going to grab one of my little darker ones. I'm going to put my stencil right back on. Not a big deal. Yeah, Carson, some of them missed you. They want you to say hi. They didn't see you. Hold on and I'll flip the camera around and you can see him. Or are you going to come back over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you sound so excited, Carson. This is Carson. Gotta get in the camera.
I'm not.
Say hi.
Hi.
He's dressed all warm. He's got a beard. He's working today.
Trying to.
What are you doing today? Gotta talk louder.
Been tearing down the wall at the grocery store.
Tearing down the wall at the grocery store?
Yeah.
Did you find anything else cool up there today?
Not really.
No?
Old wallpaper.
Old wallpaper. Okay. All right.
Nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting, he says. Nothing exciting yet today. See, everyone's saying hi. Look, Carson. And you're all shy.
Yeah.
I do need blonde curls. You're right. Oh, someone said you're handsome. Now watch his face get red.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he's handsome, but I'm biased. I'm his mom. I'm gonna grab a little bit darker. He just wants to go out and work. Yep. He is a worker, that is for sure. Thank you. They're saying you're handsome in your work clothes, Carson. That's nice. So I'm just grabbing a little bit darker color because I think my green needs to be a little bit darker. Sorry, guys. Hey, Carson. I know, leave the poor guy. Oh, whatever, Carson.
What?
Now they're defending you. They defend Bucky all the time. Is he married? I have a single daughter.
I'm not married.
Here we go. Here we go. He's not married.
I have a girlfriend.
He does have a girlfriend. He has a pretty awesome girlfriend. She's in grad school right now. So, I am using a little bit darker color just right over this, you guys. Just to darken that up a little bit. So the color I'm using is actually called Sea Glass. I debated on this one already in the first place. I could outline it. It would take a little teeny tiny thing, I think, to, tiny brush. I could outline it. But I put it back on and I'm going right over what I just did. And I think it's going to darken it up just a little bit. So if you have to lay your stencil back on because you don't like something. Oh, Grandma's still on, Carson.
Oh.
She said he is handsome. Mom, I forgot you were on.
She can say that.
Oh.
She's loud.
Women are always embarrassing. Hey, it's prime opportunity to get a chance to embarrass Carson. I'll take it. It's called revenge, I think, sometimes.
I'm not embarrassed.
You're not embarrassed?
I said I'm not embarrassed.
Oh. There we go. That's better. That is better. So, that is the Sea Glass. So I think I'm going to go with that on my other ones. But that looks better. Super cute, okay? And then on the other side, I've got the Love. It would look cute on the bottom of a porch board. That's a really good idea. It is. That's right, Christine. I agree. Okay. So the next one I'm going to use, let's set that off to the side. My bunny is dry. Yeah, it is much better. So I'm going to stick with that sea glass because I haven't used it anywhere else yet. So I'm going to stick with that color instead of my light one. So this is my carrot patch. Now I'm going to use my dark coral for my carrots, and I'll be using that sea glass for this right here. So I'm going to just go ahead and do my carrots with my dark coral, and I might even do one of them with a light coral. I might do them. You could totally blend these and make them variegated. You could kind of do an ombre look to them, but I'm going right over them. I think I'm going to do them all the same. So we'll do that. And you can see if you guys know I talk a lot, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Hi, Cindy. And I can tilt that down a little bit more so you guys can see maybe a little bit better angle. There we go. Yeah, I like the darker green too. That was, and you can see like if you mess up and you're like, oh, this is, you know, this is too light or this is too dark or it's not the right color, you can always lay your stencil back down and go back over it, right? So remember that. This is the dark coral, and I'm going to use that sea glass green, and I'm going to go back over the tops. The Easter stencil is marked down. It's only until midnight. It's 20% off. So if I haven't been on the site to check it out, but if it's marked down, it might already be showing that it's 20% off. And then if you check out with my code, you're going to save an additional 10%. So you'll just have to check it out. I don't know when Essential Stencil put it on there. They may have went ahead and done it while we're in the video. So they may be on here and maybe somebody can comment for sure. But yes, it's better to lay it back down. It's better to take your time and go back over it. Yeah, the minis are the only ones that are going to be 20% off until midnight. On the flip side of this, I do have Valentine's stencils, and my code for the 10% will still work on anything else that you want to order from there. So if you want to order the Valentine's stencils and you want to order that truck, your 10% is still going to work, but these are an additional 20% off, the ones I'm using right now. Okay, so for my carrot patch wording, I'm going to use, I'm actually going to use the purple. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use the purple. I'm going to tie that purple back in. Okay, yep, then that would be on sale, Angela, if it's marked down. And then you can, whenever you check out, go ahead and use my code, and the MRS 2019 is going to save you an extra 10%. So I'm now using my purple for the wording on the carrot patch. That's the same background color. So whenever we get done, you guys, I will have used the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors on all of my boards and intertwined them so that they coordinate. So little touches of them here and there. And so you can look and you can decide how, you know, how maybe you want to intertwine them or how you want to coordinate them by using, you know, even if I would have picked just 4 colors. But I used my background colors and I'm counting those as well. So I'll show you all the paints I'm using in just a minute. Carson's on lunch break. Christy, they are so good. And in that Stencil of the Month Club, if you aren't in there, that is a fun group to be in too. We do lives in there too, and we have, man, you get to post all kinds of things that you do. It's just it's a great community. And the stencils are amazing. I'm actually getting ready to send in some ideas for I get to design the month of April. So the month of April is going to be my design stencils. And I have some ideas I'm getting ready to send into Essential Stencil. So I'm excited. And Sharon's are getting ready to come out. It's fun. Oh, this is super cute. So check that out. I love the reveal. Who doesn't love the reveal? Like you take off your stencil and you're like, oh, it's so cute. So there's that one. That's cute. So I used my background of my purple so you can see how cute these are going to look together, you guys. Look at that. Yes, all of us ambassador girls that do videos, we all get a month that we get to design stencils. So Sharon, if you watch Sharon, hers are February and mine are April. And I think Amanda's are August. And that's what I know. I don't know everyone's, but that's what I do know. Grace's was December. So we all get a turn, but that's so cute. And so you can see why I'm color coordinating these. So this would be my other one. And then I've got one more. But look at how cute those are together, you guys. And they would sit up on a shelf, so cute together. Or if you wanted to put hangers on them, you could put a hanger on the top and you could do a grouping on a wall, mix it up. Or if you've got a gallery wall, these would be great to switch out for seasons because, of course, I told you they're reversible. So they are something that if you wanted to, you could totally do that. You could put a little hanger on the top of some sort, either those concrete wire ties that we recommend or something else, and you could hang them and switch them in and out of a gallery wall. Would be super fun too to have them coordinate. So okay, I've got one more. So we're gonna do one more, and then I get to give away some stencils too. Oh my gosh. You guys, that's the part I always forget because if Bucky isn't here, I just seem to forget. So we will get to give away 3 stencil sets of Essential Stencils Choice. These are tongue and groove boards. They were scrap pieces from our sawmill. So yes, they are chunks that I turned into little squares for shelf sitters. I took the chop saw to the scrap pieces and turned them into little square shelf sitters to paint on. And they are thick. They're thick enough so that they'll stand up for sure. Okay. I need you to take her out, Daisy out before you leave, please. Carson's the dog walker now at lunchtime. Okay. Whoops. Got a little bit of paint on that. So I'm taping that down with just some painter's tape. Well, these are, in the set, you also get an Easter egg. You get the Easter, it says Happy Easter. And then you get this little cute little baby duckling that says cheap. So you get all of these. So they are great, not just for Easter. So you could make one with Happy Easter, you know, and on the other side, Hello Spring. Then you can just flip it around and color coordinate all of those. So, okay, so for this, I am using the seafoam green around here, and I'm gonna use my cream color right here on the words. So that's what I'm gonna do on that. I'm gonna see if I can do this off to the side so I can kind of see it maybe a little bit better. Thank you for sharing across Facebook. That is so helpful whenever you guys share the videos. That is, I know I'm not supposed to say the word share. I don't really know, but thank you for sharing. It is going to be a really cute set. And you guys, the reversible part is my favorite. I love reversible things. Beth, these are cute. You're gonna love them. They're adorable, and they're actually, you know, sometimes some of the mini stencils have really small openings in them. These are, I will say, as far as, you know, the stencils from Essential Stencil, these are pretty easy stenciling. Not, and I don't mean easy because I use that word lightly, but they're not hard to get into the grooves and the little openings for the words and the designs. So hopefully that helps you on your end too. If you're new to stenciling, you guys, you have found the right community for sure. We do a lot of fun videos on here. We try to give a lot of tips. There's several of us ambassadors, brand ambassador girls that do videos. There's usually somebody going live at least every other day or daily. I think it's daily now almost, other than the weekends. So you always want to make sure you're tuning in or set a reminder. You can text to also get notified for the lives, and but you could always set it in your phone too. Each of us girls have a different day, and we usually alternate times every other week, kind of, on the same day. Oh, that sounds cute. Sounds cute that you use that on a window pane. That would be cute. Carson, what are you doing the rest of the day? What are you doing the rest of the day?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
We should have let Carson stencil.
Yeah.
Do you want to stencil the last part?
No, I don't want to stencil.
No. Why not?
I'm not good at stencil.
Have you ever stenciled, Carson?
No. I'm going to keep it that way.
Oh, funny, funny, funny. Carson said he's never stenciled and he's going to keep it that way. That's funny. What if one day I'm sick and you have to do my live? He's ignoring me now. How embarrassing. Okay, so I'm going to cut the end off of this again. It would be good for him to see it's not so easy. Well, it would. Okay, so for Hello Spring, I'm going to use, there you go. You can help Grandma crochet, Carson.
What?
You can help Grandma crochet or you can stencil.
How about neither?
How about neither? He said it'll help Grandpa. Okay, so my Hello Spring is going to get the cream color, and that's the background that I used. The sun is finally starting to peek through a little bit more. I know, I saw that, Beth. Yeah, he said he'd rather help Grandpa, which is fine. Pretty sure my dad wouldn't want to stencil either, but it would be kind of funny. I really can't quite imagine it. I think Dad should be crocheting is what he should be doing is helping my mom. Doctor's office should wait. That's funny. You want to stick around, you guys, because we are going to give away some stencils still. And I don't even know where I'm at on time. I'm probably over time as always. Carson has been sick. We've all been sick. We've shared it, I think, around our house. And it's just kind of comes in phases. One flu seems to lead to another flu or coughing. And it's just not good. Not good. I think today it's in the 30s. It's supposed to, I heard, get up to 50. But I don't, has it warmed up, Carson, at all? No. He says not really. It's cold. It's chilly.
This is my pizza. No, mine. Mine.
Hey Kathy, how are ya? Good to see you on. Thanks for joining. It's 1:20 in Georgia. It's 12:19. There we go. That's the time I was looking for, Joanne. Oh, and there's Daisy. She's gonna say hi. Daisy.
No, it's mine.
Daisy.
You can't have.
You guys haven't. Yeah, you've seen Daisy. I showed her. Don't let her bark, please. Can Bucky crochet? I don't think he can. I don't know for sure, but I've never seen him crochet. He can cook. He can do. He's good at that. But I don't think crocheting. His mom could crochet. And his sister can crochet. Okay. So there I used my cream background and that same sea glass green color on this. On my purple background. And we're going to take that off. And there we are. So there is the whole set I have done for spring. How cute are those? Those are super cute. So I'm going to stack them up just to show you vertically in the square kind of. And my bunny is upside down. So there's all of that. Look at that. So it makes a set. How cute. Do you guys like that? Hopefully you like those colors. You so want one of those hat in Tennessee colors. I'll tell my mom. Mom, did you see that? Are you taking notes? So you could set these out, you guys. You could set them out on a mantle or on a shelf. You could set them out in pairs. You could set them out, individually through your house, and they're going to color coordinate. You can. I'll tell you how big these boards are. They are a tongue and groove, so they're 7 by. There they go. 7 by 6, 7 inches by 6 inches. And they're 1 inch thick. So they're nice and thick. And I haven't done my sides yet. Somebody asked if I was going to do my sides. I'm going to probably take a look at them and decide. And I might even paint each side a different color as I go around. I just don't know. Sometimes I have to figure that out. And I'm just a thinker on that stuff. I don't always. It takes me a little bit of time, just like it takes you guys some time sometimes. It takes time to think things through and be creative, and sometimes you don't always know what you want to do until you get something done. So that's usually with me and the edges. Until I get it done, I just am not always sure what I want to do. So that's what I have going on here. And the flip side is the XOXO and the Valentine stencils. So if you have, hang on a second. Okay. Thank you. If you have if you don't have the Valentine set, or you are gonna get the Valentine set, you can see here that's the reverse part. So you can flip those around. And like I said earlier, even these you can leave out, like all year long. They don't just have to be for Valentine's Day, but like the XO and XO look super cute. They're just all interchangeable, and I think that that's so much fun. So I have the Valentine set on the back, and I have the little hopping, the bunny, the Easter set. And this is the set that actually has not just 6 in it. Most of the minis only have 6 stencils. 6 stencils. That's hard to say. This one has 7. It has a bonus stencil, and this bloom down here is your bonus stencil for that set. So there is that. And that is super cute. You guys like those? Hopefully you like those. I thought the colors were pretty. I thought that they were cheerful but soft. And I will show you. I only used, I used this one. And this is cream. I used the sea glass. And it's a deco art. Thank you guys. Thank you. I used the Apple Barrel Lilac Mist for my backgrounds. And then I used a light coral. And then I used this Coral Cove. So, those are fun. They would look cute on a dish towel set. That would be super cute. I love them all too, you guys. There are not any. Every time I sit down to stencil something, I try to think, oh man, you know, what am I gonna use that is different or that I haven't done for a while? And sometimes I have a really hard time picking through there. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, it's hard to decide sometimes what projects I'm gonna do. I'm like, oh man. So it's just fun to come on here. It's fun to create things. It's fun to sometimes show you the different colors and the different, you know, to do something different that you might not, you know, see or you might not want to try, or different combinations. And I try to give tips as far as picking colors and how to choose those sometimes. Thanks, Mom. And oh, I'm reading comments. Thank you. Someday I need to show you my paint collection. Oh, I have a drawer full of paint. Several drawers full. I can't say that either. Of paint. So I have collected them for a long time, you guys. And I try to do simple things so that I try to get creative with the stencils sometimes, but I also try to do things that I think I would want in my own home. Like these could all be hung if you had a gallery wall. You could swap out some of the things in your gallery wall and pop these up for Valentine's Day, because that's what's on the back, or for spring. So you've got 2 seasons in one set. And I love that. So, and I love that the sizes that Essential Stencil makes are all usually the same sizes, so they're very interchangeable. So there's some great consistency on what they do there with their stencils, and they do a great job of designing things that all work together, and I think that that's so cool. This is the package. So these are the ones that you're going to get in this spring set. And there is a bonus one. So there's 7 in the set. So it is 20% off. And then until midnight. That's when that sale ends on this stencil. But you will also be able to use my code. My code will still apply to this. So if you've got this and you've got the Valentine stencils in there, you're still going to get my 10% off. So you make sure that you're using my code. It's MRS 2019, and that's something that, there we go. That's something that if you don't remember to do that, you know, just always check out Essential Stencil's page and maybe some of their posts before you go to order. That's a really good tip, because you never know what they're going to throw at us or what they're going to let us do or not do. And, you know, whenever they said that they were going to offer a stencil set 20% off for you guys, that's for you all. So I thought, oh, well, spring's coming up, so let's use some spring stencils. That might help some of you guys with some of the things that you're doing. And they do have brand new Valentine stencils. My code will still work on all of that. So make sure that whenever you are ordering, that you use my code MRS2019, or you can also what you can do is click on the link in the top of this video. I have a lot of links up there. I have the links where you can follow us on Facebook. So if you're not following us on Facebook at Miller's Rustic Sawmill, that's our business. I am Melissa Miller. And thank you, Sharita. I love that name. And so make sure that you're following us, that you like our page, and make sure that you actually hit the follow button too. Take that into consideration whenever you like a page. If you want to see our stuff, that's where I'm going to give away some of my mom's hats. So that is where we will do our giveaways from here, and that'll be fun. I know a lot of you already follow our page, so like I said before, I am getting ready to put up a lot of different things going on at our mill. There's a lot of things I'm going to show you guys, and I do have a YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is it's Melissa Miller, the Sawmill Girl. So you can find stuff there on our YouTube channel. It's a work in progress, and I just got it started, so any subscribers to that will help too. I'm excited about that, and a lot of times people ask us a lot of questions because they're very intrigued about our sawmill business. So I'm going to tell the story on there of how it got started. You'll get to see our maker space. You'll get to see the guys. You'll get to see Daisy. You'll get to see more of that stuff from our sawmill on our YouTube channel. So that's what that's for, and it's going to be fun. And oh, Tracy, you can't order till tomorrow. Dang it. Thank you. I know a lot of you follow us. So thank you for that. It's definitely, we have an awesome community that we are part of here on Essential Stencils page. And if you ever get close to Missouri, absolutely come to our sawmill business. Come see us and let us know. I've had people message me before and say, hey, we might be traveling through Missouri. Where are you located from? So-and-so. And we've had people make the trip from over 5 hours away or longer. So I am excited about that. And you know, we are getting ready to go into the spring, and we'll have some good slab sales coming up. We just canceled our last one, but we do have slab packages on our site, on Facebook and stuff. And if you have any questions, message me on my page. You can always message me there and let me know what you're looking for, if you need help with something. But I do think, oh, that's awesome, Stacy. Wahoo! I've got 11 subscribers. I'll take it. I can't go live on YouTube until I get so many subscribers, so that just works a little differently than Facebook. But Eva, we would love to have you come. So we've had a lot of people say that we're on their bucket list to come, or that they are making plans to travel here, road trips, stuff like that. And that's kind of the idea also behind our maker space. There's a lot of people that make really cool things. A lot of you use these stencils to make some really cool things and sell them for money. So our maker space is to support people that are doing those things in our town, around our town, and to bring some life to our main street. So that's going to be a cool thing. So I'm getting ready to give away some stencils. And, excuse me, yes, I have a head cold. Essential Stencil will be picking. Yeah, you heard Carson. Karen, that's, Carson is in here. He's coughing. He is still coughing for like week 2. And it's been bad. It has been bad. Bucky, are you upright? I haven't seen Bucky in like 3 days. And I am really not joking, you guys. I have not. He's been in bed, right, Carson, for like 3 days. Yeah. We've all been sharing the love of the flu at our house, and it stinks. I'll tell you that. So yeah, not good. Where are we at here? Okay. I've got some winners, and if you're gonna order and you want these spring stencils, order before midnight. Thank you, Christy. Me too. And how many of you are? A lot of you in the Stencil of the Month Club. Oh, I've tried everything. I mean, like Carson had it. We had the stomach flu, and then it went to like the head flu and the cold flu and stuff like that. So we have run the gamut at our house, and Carson was the one that started coughing his head off like a maniac. And I gave him cough medicine, cough syrup. I gave him honey on his spoon. I gave him vitamin C. We did Vicks on his feet, Vicks on his head, Vicks on his chest, hot toddies. Yeah. And then finally, Bucky's sister is a doctor, and we had him see her, and she prescribed him some stuff to help him. And it's gotten better, right? A little bit. He's better, finally. But, oh yeah, there's my Stencil of the Month, people. Yeah, hey. Yeah. Ugh, thank you guys. Yeah, the Stencil of the Month is fun, isn't it, you guys? So if you're not a Stencil of the Month member, you might want to check that out too. And if you want to learn more about that, you can find information on Essential Stencils website. And each of us ambassadors also has a page on there where we have our favorites, and all our videos are on there too. So my landing page link is up above, and it says you can also watch and learn about my favorite stencils and my videos here. And there's a link, and it'll take you right to my landing page for Essential Stencils. So hints on what we're doing. Someone asked me that. Yay, you're in there, you're in there. I know a lot of you, I see you in there, and I keep seeing some beautiful things made in that Stencil of the Month Club. So the Stencil of the Month Club is an exclusive club where you get exclusive stencils. They will not be available anywhere else. So keep that in mind if you haven't ordered. Oh, pineapple juice for coughs. I've not tried that. That's a good idea. Bill, I'm glad you're on. I'm glad you guys are all on. Any clues to next month's stencils? You mean February's? I have seen them. But I don't know if I can give those out yet. So I'm going to let Essential Stencil do that whenever they're ready. I have seen them. They are very neat, very cool. And so I'm designing for the month of April. So if you are not in and you want the designs coming up, you go ahead and join, you guys. Check them out. Get in there and get joined. I am doing April's, Jolene. Yes, I am. And I'm trying to decide between a few different things. I've got a lot of ideas. So anyway, I'm gonna go through winners. I'm gonna pick winners, you guys. So we've got winners, and they are just picked randomly. No favoritism, no anything like that. So I'm sorry if you guys haven't won, or if you're new. Cheryl, I don't have any hints just yet. If I go the direction that I'm thinking, I don't know. It's something that I absolutely love. One of the designs is something that's like one of my favorite things. And if I go that way, and then there's another direction I've kind of been toying with that I can't decide. So I don't know. I'm torn, very torn, and I'm hoping to have a little bit of help from the Essential Stencil team whenever we message back and forth and talk. So anyway, we will see. But it'll be fun. It'll be good. I can promise you. It'll be good. That's right. We are all winners. We all get to sit in this group. We all get to go live. Very blessed that you guys are all on at 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm always blown away that there are people that are able to watch, and I appreciate it so much. So definitely appreciate you guys being on, and set your clocks or calendars for next Tuesday. I'll be at 8 o'clock. And that one will be in the evening. And if the Chiefs win again, hello, I'm not going to wear this hat. I think my mom has a girly hat for me to wear. So I will have another Chiefs hat on, and you'll get to see another new design from my mom with her hats. So she's pretty creative, and that's fun. So if you are a winner today, you guys, you will email Essential Stencil at... goodness, I just lost it. At support@essentialstencil.com. I think I said that right. I think they'll put the link up, but you will send them an email, and they will be able to get some information from you for shipping purposes, and then you will get a stencil that they choose. And how fun is that, you guys? Yeah, I'm going over time. I know that. Totally know. I always go over time. I don't know if I've ever done a video in an hour. I don't think it's possible. Hey, thank you. Okay, so our winners are, well, hold on. I think I'm getting stopped for a second because I have a call coming in, and it just kind of slows me down. Becky, I'm getting ready to tell who won. That's how you know. So I'm getting ready, and then I will put the link up in the I will put the link. I will type them out in the comments. So you will also get tagged in the comments, but I'm getting ready to announce our winners. So if you're sticking on, you will hear me say them. And nope, you're good. You're good. Totally good. Excited to see my next hat. I know. I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen it yet. Mom, are you still on? You got it done? I don't know. My mom's been pretty quiet today. At least I think she has anyway. I haven't seen her comments. I was looking to see if she's still... You're sticking on with me. Good job. Good job. I know, it takes me forever to do this part. At least I remembered. Sometimes I almost forget. And usually Bucky is here to help me. And Carson doesn't have it pulled up, so he can't quite help either. Thank you, Rhonda. Oh, I know, go Chiefs, right? Go Chiefs, for sure. Okay, so my winners for today are... I have... Kathy Bruno, you are a winner. Kathy Bruno is a winner. Congratulations. I have Sharita Hatch. Sharita, you are a winner. Sharita Hatch. And then I have Becky Gibbony. You are a winner. So there are our three winners. I've got Kathy Bruno, Sharita Hatch, and Becky Jeffries Gibbony. Congratulations, you guys. Yay. Congratulations. So we all get to give away stencils too, you guys. So keep that in mind. If you can catch us live because your odds of winning are really good. So you've got all week long to watch some live videos and maybe win some stencils. So if you don't win this time, keep tuning in. You will probably win. I know you're going to win at some point because you have a lot of options to win. Anyway, those are my winners. I will post your names. Hopefully you all heard. And Essential Stencil will have you email them. And then they will send out what they want to send you. And it'll be a sweet surprise in the mail. If you do not have or you need to catch these stencils in the set, they are on sale until midnight. And you can use my code, MRS2019. And, and that will save you an extra 10% on anything that you're ordering. So if you're going to order these sweet Valentine stencils also, or the new Valentine stencils, make sure you guys check out the new ones because there is a brand new truck. I just saw it, and there's a really cute bicycle. If you haven't seen them, it's I think like a 2-seater bicycle Valentine stencil, and then the truck. Oh, they're adorable, adorable. So I can't wait to get them. But thank you guys for joining for sure. Thank you for always putting up with my rambling and my talking and the things that happen here while we're live. Thank you for watching me with my awesome Mahomes hat. I hope that you're going to cheer for the Chiefs. We are rooting for them big time. So keep cheering on our Chiefs for us. Thank you for the well wishes. We're all going to try to get better for sure. And hopefully Bucky will be with me next week. And hopefully I'll be wearing a different Chiefs hat because our Chiefs are going to win. We know they're going to win. And thanks for hopping on with me today. Bye, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. You are welcome. I can't wait to see some of the things that you guys make. And if you get this set and you use it, definitely send me a message on our Miller's Rustic Sawmill page. That's where we're going to do some giveaways for the hats my mom is making. So if you don't follow our page, go follow our page. And you can always check out my new YouTube channel. I'm going to post about it too on our page. So if you are interested in our business and what we do and what we offer, you want to learn more about us, that's where you'll want to follow us. Oh, Erica, yeah, you're going to want to watch it later today. You can go back and rewatch these videos. That's the beauty of Essential Stencil. You can watch them anytime, so they're still there. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you soon.